All right, what's up? What's up, guys? Episode five, I think.
Yep, around 5.5 maybe.
And this is the Performance Academy with Zach Rowe
And Joshua Rice.
All right, and we're back. We're a little off schedule. We're like a week late, but what's new? Vegas trip threw that off.
Yep.
We were supposed to do it last weekend, but we were just being belligerent over in Vegas, so shit happens.
Shit happened.
Should we talk
Shit
about it?
happened. No.
Crimes
were committed.
Well, I mean,
No, all right.
All right. Did you work out once while we were there?
I
sure didn't, huh?
Well, what do you call a workout these days?
I mean, we walked around. I worked out twice. Not trying to brag, but
yeah, you actually did a workout.
I think I was the only one on that trip that worked out the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I hit 2 workouts. Again, not trying to brag. But,
He was getting it.
I got this triathlon. Annalise. Is it Annalise or Annalisa? Annalisa.
Yep.
She was very impressed by that, so there you go.
Was she?
That's what's up. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Because she's your maybe new client or something?
No, for sure new client. But,
did you talk to her afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Slid in those DMs.
Nice.
Hit her up. She was like, I'm just starting school, so I can't start right away, but in about a month. She said she was down.
Nice.
So I was like, bet. Let's do it. And she said she had a whole kind of gym set up in her garage.
That's huge.
That's super huge. So don't have to move any equipment or whatnot. I can just go to her, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. So that's cool.
Is that a saying?
Yep.
Bob's your uncle?
Right? That's the thing, no?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I'm out the loop here and there,
Yeah, so I couldn't do any swim training because they don't have any lap swimming there. So I just did a rower.
I mean, he could have done it at the casino pool.
That wasn't gonna be a good look, especially COVID.
Probably not a good look.
Swimming laps.
That would have been funny though.
I was thinking about just doing it
that would have been
a joke
for the memes.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I'm usually for the memes, so you should have brought some goggles and everything with a cap.
I should have.
And the speedo. The speedo.
I don't wear a speedo.
Okay, well I'm just saying you should have done it for the.
I have a speedo
for the meme.
I have a speedo.
That would have been pretty spicy.
I briefly thought about it, but I was like, no, that's doing too much.
Mm-hmm. It's also that, but you get in and get out,
Yeah.
Could make it work.
Just quick dive in.
Yeah.
Do a quick couple laps.
It's a quickie, nothing wrong with quickie,
Yeah. But didn't do that, so I just substitute for the rowing machine. Did 6,000 meters on the rowing machine. I think that's the longest I've ever done.
PR alert.
Yeah, that's what's up. Blurry wheels. And then I just ran the next day. That was after Saturday night. Saturday night was tough.
Saturday night
was so late. I was up till 4 in the morning. You were up till
Saturday night. That's Friday night.
Sorry, I lied.
Yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah.
I was up till 4 a.m. You were up till 5:30 or whatever you said.
5:30. Yeah. It was a hoot nanny.
Yeah. All I had for breakfast that morning was a donut. So fueling properly.
That was way more than I ate.
I think you had about 3 square meals while we were there.
Me?
Yeah.
I might have had 3
Frank
total.
too.
Yeah, I might have had 3 total meals in the whatever days, which sucks because I just got off my hypertrophy program, which went great. When I gained my weight that I needed. So I haven't weighed myself since. I've been kind of scared. So.
Dude, I've dropped almost 10 pounds.
Since what? For real? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing your whole thing. So that's a little different.
Yeah.
You're
Since,
training. You're that's gonna happen. Yeah.
Since quarantine started, I didn't really fluctuate much at all. And then these last 2 months, I've dropped 9 pounds in 2 months. And I hadn't even tried to lose weight.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried.
Yeah.
And my diet's complete dog shit.
You're eating, you're getting calories in.
I'm just eating.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily feel hungry. You feel fine during your workouts.
Yeah, no. I feel my eating. Can't talk. My eating is to fuel around my workouts.
Yeah.
And that's all I focus on. I don't care about anything else. How much I eat. Macros.
I mean, that's just you kind of tuning up, though, for your event. Your body's shedding extra weight that you don't need for your sport.
Yeah.
Because that's just extra work it has to do. It has to carry that unnecessary weight.
Yeah. Especially for the running.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter how light you are for the swim and the cycle because those are low impact.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to put a lot of pressure on your joints and whatnot. But running, to be as light as possible would be ideal.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard. It's like the proper physique for a triathlon is really hard to kind of to like what's the word, to really lock in, because I mean I've watched quite a few videos on this, because you want thick quads and hamstrings and whatnot for your cycle, but then you want like a strong back for the swim, but then you want to be lean as possible for the run. That's a hard combination to kind of get.
I mean they have a pretty good like physique. They just kind of look like lean swimmers to me or something like that. Like they have that kind of swimmer physique, but also looks like they run.
Yeah. The Brownlee brothers, I believe they came first and second in Rio. They're just shred city, like super shredded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be able to get that down probably. If I really tuned in my diet, I could, but ultimately I don't really have to.
Yeah.
Because I'm not at that elite level, and then I mean I don't know. That's about it. But anyways, I've lost almost 10 pounds, which is pretty crazy. Haven't even worried about it. It just kind of happened. So I guess that's that intuitive diet or nutrition or whatever that people kind of talk about. If you want to get to the optimal level, you don't want to be counting macros constantly.
Yeah.
And whatnot. You just want to kind of figure out what your body responds to and go from there.
That's what I'm kind of trying to do right now. Although I still have to be consciously try to eat a little bit more, because if I just do like when I feel like it, I'll know I'll undereat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do stuff like I'll just go in there and grab like a glass of milk or some liquid, get some liquid calories in, maybe a little snack in between some meals, and then try to have at least one super high calorie,
Some beer.
Yeah, this is helping. Yeah, this beer is helping out, getting them calories in. But yeah, I'm trying to be a little more intuitive right now. Yeah. It's nice because I'm not trying to gain weight. I'm trying to maintain. So it usually takes quite a bit less to maintain than it does to gain.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. Our fitness currently. What's kind of the objective? Saw you run another day. Cardio kid all of a sudden. What's up with that?
Yeah, back on the bullshit. Yeah. I think I mentioned it last time we did it. I'm starting to move towards a lot more running, swimming. I'm going to start doing push-ups and pull-ups and a little bit of strength training for maintenance. This week's probably going to be a little bit light overall because I've done, what have I done this week? It was Monday. Is that when I saw you?
Yes.
Okay, so I did an upper body workout, like maintenance levels, upper body. Then I ran yesterday. I worked all day, and then I did some like pool stuff. Actually, I've been a little bit more conscious about stretching right afterwards, both. That's good. And then today was going to be a leg day, but then I went and did jiu-jitsu this morning, and like I noticed like my body is still like having a hard time recovering from like the new stimulus I'm giving it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'm just like, since I'm doing some new stuff, I'm not going to do all the planned workouts that I wanted to originally. So tomorrow I'll probably do legs, which I was supposed to do today, and I'll do some more pool work, just technique type stuff, which I'll get a little bit of cardio work in, but it's mostly like working on like my stroke technique. And then maybe Friday, like you said, hopefully we go over to the pool, and I'll do some lap swimming over there, and then maybe one more light strength training workout on maybe I might be out of town Saturday, but maybe on Friday. Like so this week wouldn't really be like a whole like training week as I wanted.
Transition into it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the transition.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to introduce what's called the new stimulus and the new training modalities in without overdoing it. Just like that, because if I did that and I hit all the strength workouts that I'm going to need and all the swimming workouts that I'm going to need this week, that would be too much because of the new stimulus.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to kind of like play with the dials or whatnot. Kind of just try to work it in slowly.
Let your body adapt.
Yeah, exactly. So plus, like I said, that I got a little bit just a little chest thing flustering up. So it's like the best thing I can do is rest. I have a lot. This is a long road. This is a marathon here almost. Like the best thing I can do is set myself up to do high quality work again. I don't need to burn myself out and be a meathead right now. That time will come, but it's just about being smart in my programming right now.
Yeah, that's smart.
Baby steps. Was it crawl, walk, run? That's what I said.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. All right. I'm still on my bullshit, my triathlon training. Nothing's really changed. This is my last week of this like I guess you call it mesocycle, and then next month I'm gonna be getting into more specific distances and like course profile. So I'm gonna be really working. The only distance I have not done before is the swim, and that's what I'm really gonna be focused. I might even do like 3 times a week swim this upcoming month, because I don't want to have to worry about anything mentally. And right now, it's all I think about.
Yeah.
It's like this fucking swim. It's like I'm scared, kind of.
Well, that's gonna be like one of the. I'm gonna get up to myself 3 times a week swimming too. 'Cause I know that's my limiting factor. So that's you have to train through it. You don't train to your strengths, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've cycled 26 miles. Really, I've done 40. You know, I know I could do that real easy, and I could really push a good pace too. And then 10K, that's easy. I've done plenty of 10Ks. It's just that swim that is the kind of X factor for me right now. So
what's the distance again?
It's 0.93 miles.
What's that convert to like yards? And like when you swim, did you figure it out? Is it 500 yards you swim or 500 meters?
It's 500 yards out at the bay.
Okay, but like say like like when the Olympics went on, you're swimming laps and all that jazz.
Meters.
Those are meters.
Meter pools.
And so the
100 meters.
Is the YMCA meter pool?
I'm pretty sure.
So there and back is 100 meters?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's not an Olympic-sized pool. An Olympic-sized pool, 1 lap down is 100 meters.
Okay, so the Y is a little bit smaller? So
no, it's a half that. It's a half an Olympic-sized pool.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's 50 meters there, 50 meters back.
Okay.
Drop field.
So how many fucking meters is 0.93 miles?
So it's 0.93 miles is 1,600 meters.
That's yards.
I mean yards, my bad. So
what's
basically,
what's the meter conversion now?
It's just a little bit more, I believe.
Well, a fucking meter is like what? Isn't a meter like 6 fucking feet or some shit?
No.
How big's
It's a little bit less.
How big's a meter? Now do what?
How long is a meter?
Yeah.
Meter's like
just
3
Google
feet.
that, John.
Meter to feet.
No, a yard's 3 feet.
So a meter's just a little bit less.
Meter to feet. Not inches. Okay, I was gonna say that's more maths.
Relax, chill. 3.2. So what's a yard?
See, a yard is 3 feet. It's all that because that's the metric system. Meter is metric, and yard is American.
Okay. So that doesn't make any sense.
See, I told you that John was whatever.
How is that shorter then? 3.2. I don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah. Wait, how far did it say a fucking meter was? Like 6?
No, it's 3.2.
3.2 feet.
So a meter is just a little bit longer than a yard.
Okay. All right. So while we're here, what's the fucking 1 mile to meter distance?
Right there. 1,500.
1,500.
Wow. Wow. So it's
that.
basically 15 back and forth in the Y pool.
Okay.
And for like my training recently, I've been doing 100, 10 100s with a 30-second rest in between, and then I'll do 5 100s breaststroke, and then I do some laps to warm up. I just kind of do all the strokes, like 50 meters of all 4, and then sometimes at the end I'll do some what do they call them? I can't remember the name of it, but you just hold your breath and just swim out as far as you can. There's a word for it, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on stuff like that too, like the streamline and all that, like part of my stroke
proper technique.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people work really when they really focus on the work capacity and being able to put in the work, but then their efficiency of movement's real shitty.
I'm trying to dial that in.
You can work significantly less if your stroke is good or your running is good. So that's something I'm not too worried at this point. It's pretty good. Something more you're working on right now because you're in the beginning stages.
Yeah.
Now I'm just trying to really focus on that work capacity. So going forward in the future, I'm just gonna really have to bump up the yardage. I've been doing like 1.5 down at the bay. I'm gonna have to start doing like 2. That's 1,000 yards. So
yeah.
What is that? How close is that to? That's over half. Like so that's like 2/3 of the race, the swim part at least. I'm really gonna have to focus on that because all I want to be focusing on is the mental part of it when I'm racing. I don't want to have to worry about the physical part. You know, I just want that to come. I just want to be able to just talk to myself and be like, look, you're good. Just eat, just drink, pace yourself.
Just kind of plug away. Yeah.
You know, pace yourself with this guy. You know, you're running at this pace, like that's just like 8:30 or whatever, and just that's all I want to be focused on. I don't want my anything to be hurting.
Do you have some
Or
sort of like watch or something that you can use in like the water and while you're running and biking that tells you your pace and everything?
no, and those are really expensive.
Yeah.
I want one, but my my client that's a cyclist that got me or that gave me the bike that I'm using right now, he has one. He said, what did he say? It's like 500, $600.
Oh yeah. Because I know like
Because you have to hook it onto your pedals so it can track the wattage, and then it has a little display thing up there. That'd be perfect because you could just figure out what the wattages you need for that length of time, and you just maintain that, and to a T. Like I could do this for that long.
Yeah.
And heart rate, I do have my heart rate through my Whoop strap, but that's not ideal.
Yeah.
Wattage because it's all about your power output, not how hard your heart is pumping. So it's not ideal, but I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah.
And just kind of maintaining 80 to 85% of a heart rate max for the cycle and the run.
Yeah. What was that like that? Like 220 minus your age. That wasn't like was it Carbone? That wasn't that one, right?
No,
because
that was just the estimated max.
Yeah, because the 220 minus your age one, like that one's kind of like that one's like kind of like almost like an obsolete number. Like basing yourself off of that is kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
so that's where like the Carbone one's like a lot better.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like that.
I can't remember the equation right now, but that's better because it takes into account your resting heart rate.
It was something like your max resting heart rate from that minus your resting heart rate, right? Over something plus minus some shit like that.
You can look it up.
Yeah,
I can't remember right now.
You can use it when you need to.
As it's important to consider your resting heart rate because as your cardiovascular system gets stronger, your resting heart rate is going to be much lower because it doesn't need to beat as fast to pump as much blood. So that means you're fitter. Yeah. So obviously, someone that's 2 people that are 20 years old, and one has a resting heart rate of like say fucking 70, and then someone that has one of like 40, that's obviously 2 different people.
Yeah.
And if you just did 220 minus your age, that's not gonna that's not gonna make sense, right?
Yeah.
What's my resting heart rate right now?
Mine's like 70 right now, or 70 rest.
Where's my Whoop?
That just kind of shows like that's not bad. Like that's kind of normal. But that just kind of shows how deconditioned I am compared to like when I'm in cardio conditioned shape.
The last 7 days, my average resting heart rate's been 44.
Damn.
Lowest is 40.
Damn, that's pretty low.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Dude, yesterday, check this out, dude. Yesterday, look at this calorie expenditure I had yesterday. 4,369.
Really? What'd you do?
I had 3 clients. I did my swim ride down to Belmont, and then I had my first day at my new job, and I was kind of just running around queuing people and whatnot for like 4 hours.
Jeez.
I was so burnt at the end of the day. I think that's the highest calorie expenditure I've ever had. I wonder if it shows on here.
That's crazy.
4,300. So that's why I'm losing weight like a madman. I thought it showed it on here, my highest calorie expenditure, but maybe not. Oh well.
I forget, with Whoop, do you have to like pay for it once, or is like the services?
It's a subscription kind of thing. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I thought it showed my calorie expenditure, but I guess not. So what were we talking about? I don't even know. Oh yeah, cardiovascular fitness. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more swimming. I'm gonna tone down the cycling because I've been cycling way more than 26 miles recently, and I'm probably gonna do it once a week, unfortunately, even though I like cycling a lot. And then just running 10Ks like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
And I think I'm cutting the lifting out completely.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been doing it like consistently twice a week, and every Monday, I try and do it every Monday and Wednesday. Every Monday when I come back to it, I'm so fucking sore on Tuesday, and my ass and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, what is even the point of this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm doing it to like facilitate recovery, but I'm sore. Therefore, I'm not recovering.
I mean, you're also helping trying to do it to prevent injury though as well. You know.
Yeah,
So if you just like, I mean, you can further cut. You can do one full body and just hit like a couple, like like just do like a squat hinge, like a hip hinge, and then some sort of press and some sort of pull.
that's what I've been doing.
You know,
I've cut out the pushing though because it makes my pecs too tight, my sore.
mm-hmm.
So then it affects my swimming the next
Mm-hmm.
day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my pecs too tight and I can't get my arm up. And then I'm even doing 2 sets of everything.
But like at what intense? Like how hard is it? You know, like like what about leaving more in the tank?
I've been
You're
doing.
not trying to train the musculature. Like,
Yeah, no.
So.
I'm just trying to do the movement. So I'll do. I usually do unilateral movements for lower body, and I'll do like sets of 10, 2 sets of 10. Like I'll do like an RDL, a single leg RDL, and I'll do like 30 pounds, and I'll leave 5, 6, 7 reps in the tank,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still sore the next day.
Really?
And I'm doing 2 sets. You know?
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It's just because like I'm not. I don't think I'm doing it consistently enough. So my body's constantly trying to adapt to that, and it's just creating too much muscle damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day I'm sore, and usually it's in my ass and my pecs. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, well, why am I even doing this?
That's interesting. I mean, maybe it's just because like you haven't done it long enough. You know, I mean, because like the research shows that like it helps. You know,
Yeah,
like, it's good for you.
but I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to get very specific with my training.
Yeah,
really
I mean, you might
just
not need
dial
to
it in.
as you get closer.
I'm like 2 months out, and like 2 weeks of that's probably gonna be tapering. Mm-hmm. So at this point, I'm just like cutting out the lifting completely. I might still do a little bit of core work here and there.
Yeah.
Cause I do a lot of core work. I'll do the reverse hyper. I'll do some farmer carries.
Yeah.
I'll do some suitcase carries. I'll do those are like the main ones.
Yeah.
And those don't ever make my core sore. So.
Yeah. But you wouldn't really like taper too hard in like the second week out, right? It's mainly like the last week out where you like to.
Mainly the last week, but I'm just gonna start dialing it down.
Yeah. Cause I know like deconditioning when it comes to cardio like happens quick.
Yeah.
It's one of the, like
I should
2 weeks happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I should look into that and see exactly where.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to peak at that time ideally. Yeah. Make sure my heart rate variability is good. My body's not run down. I'm not gonna add anything new really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be doing the same thing I'm gonna be doing, just kind of slowly diminishing the volume. Probably maybe like 20-25% second week, and then like cut it in half.
Yeah.
The last week.
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
Well, especially the latter half that week, cut it even more.
Yeah, even more.
Yeah. Like probably like the beginning of the week, cut it by 50%, and then like almost just getting in there and moving.
Yeah, maybe just kind of going
like
through the motions.
Cutting out 75%.
Like
so it's not really hard work. You're just getting in there, hitting the technique, hitting the swim.
Yeah, just sweat a little bit.
Yeah, not putting too much stress on it.
Yeah.
That way you can come in as fresh as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's where it gets fun. That's just just fun. I like that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that part. Dude, I got some new sunglasses. I should have brought them. Some new cycling glasses, just super over the top,
mm-hmm.
like unnecessary. Well, they're kind of necessary.
Do you have the helmet to match too?
No, I still need to pick up a helmet. I've been cycling without a helmet. I told my grandma that I'm wearing a helmet. Don't want to scare her.
Nice.
But yeah, I need to get the helmet, and then I don't know what to wear when I do the swim part. I don't know if I want to get a wetsuit or just wear.
I mean, they'll like
jammers.
Don't they always? Yeah, what are those called? Like they're like tight.
Yeah, jammers.
Those are called jammers. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that might be the move.
I mean, the wetsuits they use are always like cut off ones too, right?
Yeah, but the nice thing about wetsuits is they're more buoyant, right?
Yeah, they are.
So that'll
help. Yeah, I can float when I have a wetsuit. I'm
yeah.
surfing. I can't really float otherwise.
Yeah, so I think they're kind of expensive, but I think that might be worth the investment. Make the swim easier.
Sure,
so I won't have to kick quite as much.
I'm sure they have swim specific ones.
Yeah.
Compared to like the surf ones I got.
Yeah, I'm already spending $1,300 on my bike, so I don't want to be spending that much more on a swimsuit or a wetsuit. And then it'll keep me warm too, because I think it's gonna be. I still don't know, but I think it's gonna be in the ocean. The swim part. It's gonna be cold as shit.
Oh yeah, when is it?
Especially October.
October. I mean, shit. The water was just 72 degrees, which is crazy.
Yeah,
that's warm.
Yeah. I mean, I was in the Bay yesterday. It was really warm too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited about it. All right, that's that's it for that. Oh, where'd my notes go? Okay, so yeah, I don't know. We'll just keep going here. I started a new job. So first off, we gotta just say the why. Suck my dick, you know.
Hey, we ain't left yet.
I don't care. They're not gonna listen to this, but just
Yeah.
suck my dick. That place sucks. Um, I don't even know where to start with it.
We like some of the people a lot, you know.
I love the building and I love a lot of the people in the community, but I mean
Policies are
the
stupid.
upper management just
Upper management sucks.
ran that place into the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's COVID, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just them just
Yeah,
fucking it
but
up.
they shouldn't have just been so jolly with it and just been like, oh yeah, let's just roll with this.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's the biggest problem.
why don't you see down like 4 months when they're still trying to play these games, you know, and then now you're out of business or almost close to it.
I think they're gonna be out of business. Some insider knowledge. No one tell anyone.
Yeah.
But they've laid off a lot of people, and I think we would have been laid off if it wasn't for them not really having to pay us.
Yeah.
Unless because the only reason they have to pay us is if
we have clients.
Yeah, and then that means they're making money.
Yeah.
So, and we're not doing any wellness hours,
No.
strictly prohibited. So I think we would have been laid off. So really the only people that have jobs right now are group exercise and aquatics. Summer day camp is going away. It's no longer summer. Kids are back in school. Honestly, I'm a little upset that I was never asked to teach a class. I'm a little upset by that.
Group X?
Yeah.
Like you never got like an asked.
No one ever asked me. And that kind of upsets me.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of fucking classes I've covered over there.
Mm-hmm.
I probably maybe covered more classes than I taught myself.
Well,
I would sub 1, 2, sometimes 3 classes a week.
Did you ask to teach a class too, or
Yeah.
You did
At the very beginning.
and they just kind of said whatever.
And it was just kind of brushed off. I wanted to teach my kettlebell class.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. Well, I was doing I even did the Zoom. I did the workshop. But not the Zoom, but the Facebook Live. I was doing that. I was coming in. I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the PPP loan ended, they weren't doing the Facebook Live anymore. And then they kind of transitioned into doing the in-person classes, but outside. And they were just like, hey, it's a short list of people that are going to be doing the classes right now. We don't have a big budget. I was like, I get it. I understand. And they kept adding classes week after week after week. And I asked at the beginning, I was like, can I do the kettlebell class? And it was just kind of brushed off. And I was never asked.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of upsets me.
Yeah.
Because I was teaching 2 kettlebell classes first. Then I switched to 1 just because of school. I subbed countless amount of class. I saved Joe's ass so many times.
Yeah.
Like day before, even day of sometimes, I'd cover classes. And then, they keep wanting to call Fit Zone Group X, even though it's in the PT budget, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I resurrected that program from the dead. From the dead. It was done.
Yeah.
There was not even 10 people in the program.
Yeah.
And it would have blown off if COVID didn't hit.
Yeah.
What
was it at?
30 plus.
Yeah.
And we just added my barbell class. We just added Brent's TRX rip trainer class. We were going to add Kim's Insanity class.
And you changed the way the payment and stuff worked out.
Did we? I can't remember now. I think that was the only thing they didn't allow.
So what was your big selling point that you got pushed?
I got rid of Chet. Added different class types. Switched the signups from in that little stupid book to through Polar.
Mm-hmm.
There was one other thing I can't really remember. Those are the main things. And the new pay structure. Oh no, yeah, the pay structure.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, no, sorry, because they kind of half did it. because they switched it from having to sign up every month.
But they grandfather people in, or how did it work?
No. So anyone new was gonna pay the the price, but then old people got a discounted price. But I wanted like a loyalty program where if you signed up for 6 months, 12 months, you got a discounted price.
Like if you signed up for a 12-month program, you got a discount for all month. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but they just wanted to do month to month.
Yeah.
But what they did implement was automatic payments, kind of like your gym membership, where
yeah.
you
So
don't.
this is the thing that we were talking about beforehand, right? Like this is kind of quasi that, like that we were talking about wanting to do with the month to month versus the 6 month or 12 month.
Yeah.
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 With automatic payments.
Yeah. And
it's just
so,
a far superior way of doing things.
Yeah, so you don't have to ask for the cell every month, and then but we as instructors never asked people to sign up. We just showed up and did the classes.
So they would just taper off themselves.
Exactly, because you made it harder for them to sign up
and stay around.
They had to go in physically and like fill out the paper every month.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's not scalable at all.
No.
That's why you built up 30 plus.
Yeah, because it built upon itself. We had a couple months
it just
going.
runs out and they just.
Yeah, because that's just how fitness goes.
And some people weren't paying too. Remember that? Some people were like, they just showed up to the class.
Mm-hmm. And then I made all the classes unlimited, because there was like a 4, 8, and 12, and it was just real weird. Like I either have to do 4 classes a week, I have to do 8. What if I wanted to do 10?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that wasn't all. You either had to pay for more and then just lose 2, or
that was dumb.
Yeah, it was stupid as fuck.
Yeah, you really did resurrect that shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Resurrected it from the
who
dead.
Who sent you the YouTube video though?
You did.
Thank you.
But I mean,
this is why we're gonna kill this shit, dog.
That was just one aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that, and I learned from that. But they didn't want to implement it fully. But at least they did the.
They did a lot of big chunks to change it. That totally turned it around.
Totally turned it around.
And this is kind of like a concept that I've heard in business, and this isn't like the conservative political in terms of like politics, but more so like business. Where like if you need like someone to come in and run a business like efficiently and like get the most out of what you got, that's where like a conservative minded person comes in, because they come in, they run the business, and like they get everything, like all the paperwork set, and they just run it, and they run it well. But when things aren't going well, they just keep running it into the ground, which is kind of what upper management did. And so you have someone who's a little bit liberal, like young folks like us who are coming in with like new blood, ready to like want to change the game or do something new. Like they come in and they do something different that changes the game, like you did. And then because they'll start doing all this and that, like it helps to get people up in management who run with that new idea, you know. Yeah. Like that's kind of like essentially what happened, because like what they were doing is running it into the ground, and what they're doing now, since lockdown, has run it into the ground because they didn't adapt. And they didn't.
Same thing happened. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You're right. Same thing happened that what happened with FitZone, but the whole building.
Yeah, the whole building.
They
kept running it into the ground.
They couldn't just fuck up that one program. They had to fuck up the whole building, bro.
Held the status quo and just ruined it. Yeah.
Infuriates me that they learn nothing.
Yeah. That's the thing about old heads like that, you know. Like they may not be conservative politically per se, but like they're conservative in like the business approach, where they just stick to the status quo, listen to who's above them, who's below, and just run.
And then nothing really happens. Yeah, that was the thing.
It stagnates. Yeah.
Irby wasn't doing. As soon as Ricky left, Joe and Irby weren't doing anything with the program.
Yeah.
Nothing was happening. Same thing going on right now. Like there's a couple programs, but you have so many things already like established that you're doing nothing with.
Yeah.
In a macro scale. But it's just kind of, you're just like holding on. You're trying to just maintain.
Well, there's too much like BS, like just this or that. Like things get lost, things get muddy. You know, like what you did, like kind of implemented. Like that was a clear cut program. That then like the wheels got turning and just started rolling, gaining momentum. You know, like it wasn't wishy washy. Whereas like they had it before, like you said, like the 4, 8, 12, this or that. Like it's kind of weird. Like,
so, like
you don't have to pay.
This is what it is, and like this is how we're doing
Something
it.
New that's better, and it's simplified. Keep it simple, stupid.
Very,
you know?
It was, the other system was complicated. Sign up for classes was complicated. Made that easier. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm really proud of that, and it's really unfortunate that probably is never gonna come back. It's very unfortunate.
Well, I mean, at this point, you know that you did it, and this is regardless. You know, like you wouldn't want to work there forever, anyways. So this is just like, you know, like something to keep in mind for the future.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's how I was looking at the time, and I was hoping to kind of run the course. And like I've told you in the past, I was hoping to knock down that wall and expand that program, and really show. That was just the beginning. Ultimately, I was really hoping to show my full potential at that, and
get your things across.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't able to work that way, but at least
it could be a blessing in disguise. Remember?
Yeah, and I guess that's a good transition into what's going on
Although
now.
we can't give out all the details.
What details?
We're
Well,
gonna swoop all the shit.
no, I'm just gonna tell them what's I got going on right
Oh,
now,
okay.
not in the future.
Yeah, okay.
But since I can't really train through the why, I'm just doing my own thing. I've had that kind of my website and my social media stuff, and I've had it for a good amount of time, but I've just been kind of on and off, wishy-washy with it, not really done much with it. But necessity is the mother of invention. Expired or something, or what's?
No, it's sitting in a cooler with like some old water and salt that I had with ice in it to like make it cold,
Yeah.
And it was sitting around the rim, so I just got some like
Salt.
old salty shit on my beer.
That's not good.
Yeah.
What was it? I lost my train of thought. Sorry, doing my own business. I'll be certified fitness. That's what's up. And I'm just committing 100% to that now. I'm using the connections I have to the Y through my friends and family, and then using that and building upon it. Doing the Google ads has been a big help to it. I didn't realize like the impact of that back in the day. I was just hoping people would just find my fucking website somehow.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't
really
make
works,
sense.
Yeah.
You have to pay and have people come. Use the proper keywords, the location, put a good presented product up, and it's panned out. I've gotten a couple clients through that, which is super cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Navy one, right? That was the one.
Yeah, that was the one I was working with.
Yeah.
At the
Park. Yeah.
the park when you were running by, and I swear to God, I almost started crying after I hung up on the phone, because the guy's mom called and was just asking about it, and it was just the craziest experience. Because like I told you, I had that website for like 2.5 years, just about, and I never got I'd have the analytics on through Wix because I use Wix to create it, and it would get some people on there, but not a lot. No, maybe I'd crack double digits within like a month, and then all of a sudden I was getting hundreds of people, and it was just crazy. I felt like a fucking businessman, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that. It's real cool. Slowed down a little on the social media because training has picked up a lot, but I'm trying to maintain that.
Yeah.
Ryan is a big inspiration. Have we talked about this?
We haven't, but I mean, like we've mentioned a little about the side, but yeah, he's been on top of
Dude, I just saw content. I just saw one of the posts he's posted today. It was like about TFL, whatever.
Yeah.
It was like 4 little slides. It was basically a 4-minute video that he cut into like 4 little clips on like the slideshow thing. I was like, this dude is in PT school right now, and somehow still finds the time to put this really good content out there with like pictures and.
You can just tell he's try to be a physical therapist with the shit he puts out.
It's so it's
that
high quality.
Yeah,
and I just look at my shit. I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm not in PT school right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I have my own business, but it's very low level of stuff here. It's just like I'm just doing it, and it's like, my dozen or so clients. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's just I just gotta. I don't know what it is, but I just gotta optimize something and just kind of get a routine. Because I had a routine for a little while and it was going real good, and then things started to pick up, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, that just fucking goes out, and then I gotta focus on this now. It's like I just need I don't even know what you call it. It's just like a routine where I can get the content out, get that internet clout, and then also focus on the real life stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, because I've never been through PT school, but I've heard it's fucking horrendous. Like the amount of shit that you have to.
Well, I imagine, dude. I just see like the stuff like the slides he posts occasionally on his Instagram.
It's very in-depth stuff.
Like him studying it. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not doing that. Like I remember taking anatomy and physiology, and that was just like the intro anatomy, which is a bitch. Don't get me wrong, but like he has to know every little thing in there. Like that
dude,
shit.
You need to know the fucking divots in the bones and like the
all the bony landmarks.
Dude,
it sucks.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Fucking
just forget about it. You know how he was doing like the little like questions, like what is this type shit. He said like what is this on the purple, Like I thought, like I saw like a purple like little thing like right here. It was like a vein or something like that.
Yeah.
It was something. And I was like, oh, maybe it's this. But then like it wasn't that. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? And like I saw like what he was talking about. It was like a purple dot, and it was like right here on like the serratus anterior, and that was the answer. And, like I was like, no. I was like, I know what that is. Like, I almost DM'd him, like, bro, I knew that. Like, I just thought it was like the other purple. I didn't know it was talking about the purple dot. Because, like, dude, I'm serious anterior guy, low key. You know?
Low key.
I was like, I know my serious anterior. Like, don't play
Word.
me like that. You know, like, I know that muscle, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I recognize that shit for sure. And I was just like, that was the second one I've gotten wrong in his. So I'm just sitting there like,
Fuck.
He's probably like, dude, how this guy get hired? You know. The other one I missed, I think he was talking about like the extensors of the fucking wrist, which are kind of fucking hard, you know. Like,
Oh yeah.
it was like all of this and that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna name them because I'm gonna say like Chef Ware.
Sector
longest carpus, you know, like carpe diem or some shit, you know. And one of them's simple. It's just like extensor or something. There's supinator. That's it. That's the simple one, you know. So I just rolled with the supinator or some shit. I don't even know, but it was one of the other ones. But like they all sound the same with like one different word. Like it's extensor carpe bleh, you know.
Yeah.
And so that one was kind of hard. Like I felt like, okay, I can get that one wrong and not look bad. You know, like, okay, supinator, it's in the right area.
Yeah.
Like I think he put like lat in there or something. I was like, all right, it's not the lat. You know, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I hit the ballpark. But the other one, I was like, oh, serratus anterior, bro. Like I'm looking rough out here, dog. Like I'm 0 for 2 at this point, and that was a freebie for me. You know,
It's a freebie.
like next he's gonna say like calf, and I'm gonna be like moo. You know?
Oh Jesus.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. That's funny.
So,
yeah,
I gotta get back on that shit.
dude. Yeah. Speaking of reaching out to him, I commented on his thing today with the TFL. I was just like, dude, I don't know how you're doing it. Like, it's real inspiring.
Yeah,
it's real inspiring. I need to like figure it out. Especially because I'm not in school right now. I don't think I've said it on here, but I'm taking this next semester off and just finishing up in the spring.
Academic probation. You got kicked out for.
Yeah, got kicked out
Cack.
for fucking arguing with what's her face.
Jan. No, not really.
Not really, but I want to slap a bitch.
Yeah, programmers be go crazy out there.
See, I'm not even in school right now, so it's like, that's something I got to really focus on. Like, I've noticed that I haven't really been on my educational game like I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I'm in school, I'm just, like, so zoned into learning stuff, but a lot of it's not even school-related.
Yeah.
Like, I'm learning other shit. And then
I remember back in December when we both had Mike Israel. Like we were both on the ball. Like
I couldn't
between the school semesters. Like
I couldn't do anything school related. That was all I was doing.
Yeah, I was just studying that stuff. It was just such good quality information, you know.
So yeah, I just need to get back on that and stay on it with the education because you can get stagnant.
You can.
And just
should just start leaking out.
Yeah, you're dropping the ball. So. I gotta focus on that.
You know, one thing I'm a little stressed out about. I don't think it's a big deal, but I remember like 6 to 8 months ago, like I saw in my degree planner, like it said like I'll have 118 units when I'm all done. You get 120, obviously minimum. And so like I went to the counselor just to make sure because like I was like I think I have all my classes. Like what's going on here? And she said, oh, don't worry about that. Like, it's actually a glitch in the computer program. Like once you like do all your classes, like I counted it up, you're good. I was like okay. And then I went back in, and it still says the same thing, But, like, I counted it out. She counted it out. She's like, oh, yeah, no, you're good. Like, it's just a glitch, whatever. But it still says 118. And, like, I was like, dude, if I don't get my degree or whatever, and I'm like, how long does it take? Like, just give me the piece of paper. What's that other piece of paper? Like, I know.
When do they give it to you?
Yeah, and I looked it up, and it says, like, it takes 4 to 8 weeks after graduation or whatever to, like, fully process all the official shit. And I was like, dude.
4 weeks. Jesus.
I was like, dude, I'm going to be stressing out in the meantime. Like, because, like, what if they really say, like, oh, you're at 118 units? Like, I will fucking come in there, like, Columbine or something. No, that's a joke. but still, like, I just, like, once that piece of paper is in my hand, I know, like, it's done. Like, like stamp on it, seal and everything. And, like, that's when I'll, like, breathe super easy. Because from Cal State Long Beach, dude, and all my, like, college experience, like, I tried to go take a summer class at LBCC. It didn't work out because they just don't know what they're doing. But, like, in my experience, like, universities and colleges, like, they suck with keeping track and, like, actually helping with you. Like, a lot of the time, the counselors, like, they don't know what they're talking about, and they just be saying stuff, and then they usher you out. You come back later, and they're like, oh, but you have to do this, by the way. And you're like, whoa, what?
That shit annoys me so much.
So.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Fuck. Yeah, I think you're good. I wouldn't worry about too much, but, it was something I was going to say. Damn. I can't remember. Slipped my mind. whatever. Fuck school.
Yeah.
It's
FCSLB.
it's crooked ass shit.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about, but at the end of the day, it's just a business. You know, they're just trying to get your money.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah. Thankfully, our major was a little bit better than some of the others, but there's a lot of majors in there that are just like you're just giving them a paycheck, you know. So
Like what are we, like liberal arts kind of
some
bullshit?
liberal arts degrees, fucking like
Worthless.
communications, dude.
Worthless.
What the
ass
fuck
shit.
are you doing? The magic about communications is you can do anything with it. Bitch,
Yeah.
what's your specialty? Like, yeah, you did public speaking. Like, I'm not gonna say I can't like that. I suck at that shit, you know. But like, bitch, you did not learn no trade, no skill, no nothing. You know, like STEM majors are like the best, and like we're not even like real like we're science, but like we're not like them. You know, like those are like engineering ass schools.
It's
and
a different kind of.
Yeah,
science.
it's a different breed, built different. You know. But then, then there's like fucking like nursing. Like, yeah, you have to go to school for nursing. And there's some other stuff too. Where I think like majors like business is cool, but you don't even need to go to school for a business major. You know, like, I'm sure it helps.
Those are the type of college graduates that end up just doing
whatever
just random ass shit.
They could have not gone to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just trying to find a job, and like I feel like they're just like, oh, you have a degree, cool.
Yeah.
You know.
And sometimes it does help them like to get that okay, cool, but like they got it because of the degree, kind of, but like it doesn't carry over to their job. Like they could have hired someone else who's just a good worker.
Yeah.
Ready to learn, you know.
100%.
That's kind of like the annoying thing I feel like for some people, but in some places it doesn't matter. Like you don't actually need that, you know.
No.
Like trades are legit too, but
yeah, and honestly, you don't really need a degree for this.
You don't.
I mean,
I think it's helped me, but it's been a lot of pain in the ass as well. You know,
it's been a very big pain in the
like
ass.
it did kind of help to structure some stuff, but there was a lot of BS in there that I could have left behind.
100%.
So, but I enjoyed the experience, like, and I think it was also good for making connections and networking a little bit. You know, like that's how I met you.
Yeah.
You know, and then say like we did do something successful, like we have other people that were like, oh, like we can kind of hit up them.
There's a few people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few people in there.
Yeah, yeah. That's all you need, though.
That's all you need.
You know,
you just need a few good people. And
plus we did kind of fun stuff. Like I like some exercise physiology, whatnot, like hydrostatic thing, whatnot, you know. So
the next thing I liked about it too is that it prepared you to do like legit stuff. Like most of those classes prepared you to take a particular cert and whatnot. You know.
Yeah.
Health coaching, to do the health coaching.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I took that class. Like even though I don't have the cert right now, just in case for the later. Because yeah, fucking Kelly said I was great at it.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny.
She thought you were better at it than me.
I know that's
that low key hurt my feelings.
Dude,
but
she said. So how'd you feel about that? I was like, I don't know. I mean, I think it was all right. Like I just kind of asked some questions. I just let her talk. You know, I was just trying to pass the time. So I figured I just try to like say some bullshit. Like, so what do you feel about that? You know, and just listen to her ramble and be like, so what do you think about that? And then like I just said, spoken out my ass almost. You know, open ask questions out my ass. You know, like it's gossip hour or some shit, like The View or some bullshit. You know, and then she said, well, you're the best one, like so far, and I was like, huh. I was like, yeah, I'm talking about right. You know?
I think I was talking too much. I can't remember exactly what she said to me, but
you're probably trying to be like a little bit like a trainer too much. You know?
Yes, I remember her saying that. Yeah.
Thankfully, it's nice because I don't know shit, so I just be like, oh, I don't be recommending nothing. Yeah. That's not true. I know a little bit of stuff. You know.
No, you definitely know. Yeah. You definitely know shit.
Yeah, I just like talking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's fun. All good in games, you know.
All good in games. Anything else on that? We just went on a tangent.
I know. I'm about to go down memory lane. 363 at the whatever towers.
Yeah.
What the fuck were those?
I don't know. Oh, dude, that reminds me. What's his name?
Ducks?
Ducks. He's
at the bay all the time.
Yes.
You see him all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I could not remember his name for the life of me.
Dude, come on.
I know, I'm fucking up.
Dude.
I know, I'm fucking up.
With his JBL speaker? His large JBL speaker?
Yeah, he's always out there paddleboarding.
Dude, he teaches people how to paddleboard or something like that, and then charges them like buku bucks.
Really?
Yeah. He gets big bread for that, yeah.
I should do that.
Dude, he's always out there paddleboarding. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Were you swimming by him or something?
Yeah, I see him when I go.
He didn't see you though, because you're in the fucking water.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I want to say something, but I could not remember his name.
No.
I see him there when I'm swimming. I see him there when I'm with my client.
Yeah.
All the time.
Dude, you just gotta be like, yo, dogs.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
Dude, I don't think he'll recognize me with my beard and stuff. Dude, there was some clients, or not clients, YMCA members. I went there the other day to work out. And there was two of them. I talked to them all the time. Legit didn't even notice me or didn't even recognize me.
Did you say hi? And they were like,
yeah, I was like, and they looked at me like, who is he? Like,
yeah.
They're like, who the fuck am I talking to?
Yeah.
Like, do I know this person? And then
were you like, I'm Zach.
I was like, I'm Zach. I work here, dipshit. But no,
you're at the bay.
But I had my hat on, And then I didn't have a mask on. I just, I looked like this with
Wait,
my hat
you're
on.
at the Bay or where were you at?
No, I was at the Y.
Oh, okay.
I was working out.
Uh huh.
And yeah, I just like walked up. I had my beard, I was wearing a tank top. I'm leaned out a little bit, I'm like down like almost 10 pounds, like I said. And one was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then this other lady, the lady, jacked lady, gray hair.
I think I
Remember
know glasses.
Miles was afraid to spot her one time. Remember that?
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
hear that story.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
I'm gonna miss those stories.
she was like, "Oh my goodness, you look like a completely different guy. Like you look much leaner and you got a beard, whatever." And I was like, "Damn, this is crazy."
You tell you you're doing a triathlon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to explain it. I was like, "I'm not working out. Just doing a lot of cardio. Looking a little thin."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
That's funny.
Well, anyways, okay. How about anything else with that, or I'll tell you about my new job. I think I kind of started to talk about that, but then I got distracted. So I got a new job. Oh yeah, because I was gonna say it, and then I got mad at the Y. So because the Y is just simply not giving me what I want, it's just not doing it for me.
Simply too much.
It's simply too less though.
Simply too less though.
Simply
right?
too less.
Yeah.
Just personal training. That's a whole other bag of worms, but I could just be making more money doing it on my own. And then didn't offer me any group exercise classes, which really honestly hurt my feelings. And I could be making more money doing it elsewhere too, honestly. So I started applying, got hired at the camp transformation center. It's kind of like a boot camp type of thing. It's kind of whatever. It's cool. I'm making around the same amount of money as I would per hour at the Y. But the nice thing is they stack like 4 or 5 classes together, which is cool. But the big thing is they have these, what do they call them? Elite classes, where it's like small group training, which is perfect. I love small group training. Basically fit zone. But I could do whatever I want. And they're just not letting me do that right now with fit zone. So, and I can make fuckloads of money doing that because I make 50% of the commission, but they charge significantly more than they would like if they did fit zone at the Y, and I make 50% of commission off that. And you do 2 times a week for 4 weeks, so they're doing like month intervals, and you can do any kind of specific class programming you want. I'll probably do a kettlebell class. If they have enough barbells, I'll do a barbell class. They had a lot of slam balls. So I could do a whole class on that, or just like functional training in general. Honestly, I have 8 million ideas, and I'm asking them, "What do you want?" And as soon as I get past this probationary period, that's all I'm gonna be doing. I'm trying to drop because I have like a Friday class. I have to get there at 3:30, and then classes starts at 4. I'm trying to drop that ASAP and just do these specialty classes and just make bank, and then just drop it all into LB certified fitness. I'm just dropping it all into LB certified. I know you said not to give anything away, but look, plan is me and Josh, we're trying to make a business. We're gonna get a box truck. We're gonna hire a bunch of friends, and we're gonna kill the game. We're gonna kill the game. That's all. This is literally all I've been thinking about is fucking that I have to swim almost a mile and this business and this business I'm trying to start.
Yeah, that's facts though. Like,
that's all. Those are the only 2 things I've been thinking about.
I got swim almost a mile.
Yeah. This box truck idea. I'm just trying to make enough money, especially since I'm not doing school right now. By the end of the year, I want to be able to move out and be close to like getting this box truck. That's my plan. Yeah. That way, it'll be real easy to do group exercise classes, our own group exercise classes through the box, because you'll be able to transport a lot more equipment. Right now, I just have my coupe, which is like it doesn't have any kind of room to move anything. You have your truck, which is a little bit better, like you said, but a box truck, it's just like a moving truck, and then we can just fucking trick it out. We can just put all the equipment we want in the back, and then get a real good artist, just paint the side, make it look real good, and then you just find a park anywhere, like Hartwell Park or whatever, back it up into a parking lot, and then just pull out any equipment you need out on the grass area, and then you have people go in and out of the box, and it's real easy because you can transport it real easy. Also, it's COVID friendly if we're still dealing with that at the time, and yeah, and then we can still do our one-on-ones, and eventually, hopefully, we'd be able to build up enough money to get a studio, and have people come to us. That would be sick.
That'd be sick.
That'd be real sick.
That's huge. That's what I fucking want.
But that's down the
That's
line.
That's capital. That's end game.
And I mean, ideally, who knows with this COVID shit? But I'm sure at that point we won't be dealing with it. Knock on wood, but no wood around us, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's my plan. I want to hire any of the front desk people from the fucking Y. That would be sick. I trust a lot of them with administrative stuff. Because at a certain point, I don't want to deal with paperwork and shit.
Yeah.
I hate that kind of stuff.
Dude. You know me.
Yeah. And then your friend, I guarantee you didn't contact him.
I did.
You did? What did he say?
Yeah. Well, he's kind of being a lame ass right now, but I can.
How come? COVID? Or?
I don't know if it's because of COVID or because I don't post never get political for saying I'm not posting no BLM shit. I feel like he's a little bit on that side a little bit. So I can't tell if it's because of COVID and his family's taking it serious, which his family is taking it serious, or it's between that and that. But yeah, so he hasn't been hanging out with our group as much. It might just be because of COVID, whatever. But he's just kind of being very short with me. Very he said I start school and I'm working all week, so I don't have time.
All right.
And then I said something else. He's I start I'm busy with this. He's just being very abrupt. He's not really.
Well, I mean, at least he's being straightforward.
Yeah, but I mean,
do it.
But so I just kind of said okay, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
That's what I'm just saying. He's being a little bit weird right now.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll
figure that out.
We'll find a cinematography type person, record our informational stuff, and then I would like, them to do something like an advertisement for our group classes. That'd be sick. And then, I mean, hopefully eventually we get to a point where we can hire more trainers. And then
yeah, I mean, shit, we already got a podcast, so
yeah,
we're already killing it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. You have a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, you're a real one. We just need to promote it more. I don't really promote it enough.
Not at all.
Not at all. We just do it. I don't know.
Just do it, huh?
Nike, just do it. I just lost my train of thought on that.
Nah, the business. But yeah, things are in motion.
I'm so excited, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I said on the phone, dude. Okay. I don't want to sound fucking crazy, but all I'm trying to do is before COVID, the heyday of the comedy store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the buddies.
Yeah. Or I know you're not really into the vlog squad, but David Dobrik and his squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to be like that, where you're just around your friends and it's just a good ass time and you're just making money and yeah, it's just enjoyable, You're
not fucking doing some soul sucking shit.
No, yeah. I knew from day one.
I said, yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you said it. So I've known since early high school. I was there's no way I can because you know how school's set up. It's kind of just to get you prepared for a job, how it's structured.
Yeah. With
the bells ringing, you're sitting at a fucking desk, just listening to someone talk that you don't give a fuck about. I knew I just couldn't do that 9 to 5 kind of thing, and that's why I originally got into firefighting because I thought that was a good way to get out of it. But I'm much more entrepreneurial than that. When you're a firefighter, it's just it's paramilitary. It's paramilitary, I don't want to talk shit on the military because that's you might want to do that, but that's just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm very entrepreneurial and I like doing my own thing. And
that's beat of your own drum type shit.
Yeah. And when some people are doing some shit I don't like, I'm out. That's why I left the Y. Well, not technically yet, but that's why I'm basically moving on, doing my own thing, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for it. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I've told you, but I'll just say on here, I have so many different business things going on. I'm just trying to be busy and just making money, and I'm trying to figure this out. I got my personal training business thing going on. I have the group exercise things through the camp going on. I have through the Sensational Swim, whatever. It's like a private contractor, like swim lessons for kids. I did swim in the past, and I did swim lessons for a little bit at the Y. So when that opportunity came up on Indeed, I thought that was a good thing, and I applied and I got it. So I'm gonna be trying to be doing that. And then the Beachbody thing, which I was just telling you about. That was so overwhelming. I mean, I got into that like mid quarantine, and because I was like, I need to figure out something. I wasn't really doing my own personal training thing at the time, so I was like, I was trying to figure it out, but it was just so fucking much. I didn't really understand it, and I didn't know at the time. I wasn't really meeting with clients, so I was just like, how am I gonna promote it to people if I'm not really seeing people?
Yeah.
And then also I hadn't really figured out the website stuff at that point. So I was like, what am I even gonna do? How am I gonna promote this? How am I gonna sell it and then make, the commission off of it? But now I was thinking, since, training's picked up a little bit and I have some clients, I can start selling to those people, figuring out more about the products, figure out who would be interested in what, give that to them. But also with my website, I can just put it on there, the few products I enjoy, and just leave a link to like through my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, honest to God, I've been getting like a couple hundred people a week on my website. And so any money I make through commission through that, people interested in the Beachbody stuff, I can just take that commission, route it back into financing the Google ads, and just keep it going like that. And then all the training money I make through it, I just keep and put into the box truck thing. So I don't even have to spend training money on promotion and marketing. I can just use the Beachbody stuff.
Yeah. Dude, we gotta get. You know what we gotta do? It just came back in my mind. We gotta get those shirts we made up just for like a low key for us. Just to rock them.
Yeah. I talked to one of my neighbors. She's like into fitness and stuff, and she mentors particular people, and it was all right. I didn't get like a ton from it, but the one thing I did get was branding.
Mm-hmm.
And I think branding is really important. Like, the one I think of right away is like that bull, the horns. It's like The Rock. Mm-hmm. You don't like, it doesn't even say The Rock, but when someone's wearing it, you're like, that's The Rock. So branding is super important. I have that on my social medias and my website, but you also have to like brand yourself.
Yeah. So people think of you, think of the brand.
Exactly. Because also I'm doing a lot of training out in public now. Like I'm down at the bay, I'm at the park, and there's tons of people just walking by, kind of like checking out, like, hey, what's going on? So, you gotta present yourself the way you want to be perceived, right? Yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out what I want it to look like. Obviously a shirt with my logo on it would be really good. And then from there, figuring it out.
Yeah.
But, clean, orderly, looks good. People are like, hey, what's up with that? And, it's probably not going to happen right away. But, you just have the same clients at the same time of day. And, people doing the same stuff same time of day. So you keep seeing them. And, you just kind of, you put that impression in people's head. So, yeah, that's a big one. Yeah. Sorry, I've just been talking a lot.
No, I agree.
I have just so many things running through my mind right now, and dude, I just can't wait. I'm so excited.
That's good.
Yeah. Have anything to add to that?
That's good.
We're a little over an hour. I know you gotta get to training your mom.
She's probably got a flake.
Sheesh.
Who knows?
Well, how's she gonna flake? She's here right now.
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. I don't know. You got anything else? I think that's like all the big things. Oh wait, no. Sorry, one last thing. But if you had anything. Okay, so I had my first day at the Camp Transformation Center. So I've been training for like 2.5 years now, which is pretty crazy to say.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a little minute, and I have plenty of room to grow from. But I feel pretty confident in my ability and whatnot. And so first day, you shadow someone, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 4 classes. This girl, She's running the classes. I'm shadowing her. From the programming alone, I could tell she's like it's some Instagram trainer bullshit. Like she's doing sumo squats and a bunch of weird just nonsense and just
like sumo squats like an actual barbell.
She'll do like I don't want to break down her whole workout, but she did like an interval with like squats and then jump squats and another interval with like lunges and plow lunges and then another interval with sumo squats and sumo squat jumps. Like
intervals with that?
Yeah, like an interval for it. I don't want to get exactly into it, but she did a lot of quad dominant.
Which girl was this?
The trainer girl.
Oh yeah.
The instructor of the class.
Mm-hmm. Well, was it supposed to be like leg day in the class?
It was leg day.
But
like she did back to back to back. Like
it was all quads.
Never heard of hamstrings in her life, Yeah. And so just like all just very quad dominant movements and like just stacking like loaded compound movements with like plyometric movements, or like power movements, not really plyometric, so whatever you want to call them. And I was like, this is like tough. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And then so like after the second or third class, I just kind of got in talking to her like, oh, how'd she start or whatever. She's like, oh, I started as front desk and I moved to management and then I decided to become a trainer. I was like, okay, when did you become a trainer? And she was like, oh, I started training like 2 months ago and I got certified last week.
Nice.
Nice. That's exactly my reaction. I was like, well, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Yeah, so she just has a certification. That's it, right?
Huh?
Like she just a certification.
Yeah, it was a ISSA.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that one. It's one of
Is it a good one? Is it accredited?
Yeah, it is accredited. It's not one of the main ones, but it's like one of the smaller.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know off the top of my head. Yeah. I never heard of it. But I was like, what the fuck are we doing right now? I've been doing this way longer than that. Like, it's a boot camp class.
Yeah.
It's not complicated, Yeah. You're just trying to kill them.
So she had some idea of working out, but it wasn't like really like...
Wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was like, well, if that's the competition, I think
if that's the benchmark,
yeah, that's who's training me.
Yeah,
I think I'm good.
Yeah. That's always good.
Yeah,
when the people that are like, oh, this is easy.
This guy, that
ain't too much. Yeah. He goes, what is it? 6 quad dominant exercises back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Basically, that's what was going on there. And then I asked her like, oh, why? Because they don't have any of those like specialty elite training classes going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, why aren't you doing it? She's like, oh, I'm just kind of getting into it, like whatever. I was like, okay, perfect. No competition in regards to that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lay waste to everyone with these specialty classes. That's all I'm doing.
How old was the chick?
Early 20s.
Was she hot?
No.
Damn.
She actually started as a client. She said she lost like 50 pounds doing that.
Oh, that's good for her.
Yeah, that's admirable. That's cool. Yeah. That's good. Doesn't mean you should be teaching the class, but hey.
True.
So I thought that was interesting. I'm excited about getting into these elite training classes, making some money. I'm excited about it. If you want a position, let me know.
Oh, yeah, right?
There's trainer spots open.
Yeah. I fucking hate group exercise. So.
It seems like you're just not... It seems like all you want to do is just teach general population one-on-ones.
For the most part.
Well, hey, that's good that you know. That's good.
I mean, honestly, I can do general pop, but it can't be like hours and hours of it.
Yeah.
Like
that's exhausting.
It just does not get my juices flowing.
But honestly, that's a good thing because, sometimes I worry about like doing too much. Really, honestly, it's like I work with a lot of different age ranges and lots of different things, and I do just one-on-one, I do group, and a lot of trainers, almost all of them, always said like find your niche. But I'm just like I don't know.
Like I like it learning the advanced cues and the stuff to really kill stuff and like make a workout like really like top level,
Mm-hmm.
And the general pop like that's usually too much for them. Like that's too much information. Yeah. It's too much work. Like it's almost like detriment. Like it has negative effects.
Yeah, you're overwhelming them.
Yeah, you're overwhelming them, and you lose them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, if I just keep it so basic, like I just feel like I'm just like cookie cuttering shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like people. Like I like when I can do a little more advanced stuff because it keeps me involved in it. Like I'm passionate about that. So then in turn, I'm like they can tell.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Once we get this going, You take all those clients.
Good.
I don't care.
Good. I'm on that shit.
I'm on that shit. All right, I think that was it. We went a little bit over than you wanted to, but we're a week late, so we had a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah. That's the way she goes.
No current events. We'll figure that out for next time. We need to stay every other week. We're doing our best. Getting alcohol hiccups.
Just a little hiccup, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. This has been the Performance Academy with Zach
and Josh.
Peace out.
Later.
I smell like shit.